My dear friend, before we begin, let me ask you something, and answer it honestly in the quiet of your own heart. Is there an idea that won't leave you alone? Something you've wanted to make or build or become for years? A quiet, stubborn dream that keeps returning, no matter how many times you set it down. You've told yourself it's impractical, too late, too strange, that someone smarter would have done it by now. And still, it comes back. In the shower, on the drive home, in the last moment before sleep. Today, I want to talk about that idea, because it is not random, it is not a distraction, it may be the most important signal your soul is sending you. Let me tell you something true of almost everything you have ever loved. A song that carried you through a hard season, a story that felt written for you, a small shop on your corner that feels like home. Every one of those things was, at some point, the worst idea in the room. Someone made it. Not a genius, not a chosen one, just a person as ordinary and uncertain as you, with a strange idea and a world full of clever people ready to explain why it would never work. Let me show you how it usually goes, because it almost always goes the same way. A person has an idea that feels alive. It doesn't look like the others. It breaks a rule or two, and that is exactly how they know it's real. New things always look wrong at first. That is the nature of new things, so they carry it into the world, and the world says no. The people who say no are not fools. They are often the smartest, kindest people in the room, and they will have good reasons, logical reasons. People won't get it. That's not how it's done. That is the worst idea I have ever heard. And because they are clever, and you are unsure, you believe them. Now let's go deeper, because this is where the real teaching lives. Why do we lay down the very thing that means the most to us? Not because it is bad, because we are afraid. Afraid of being seen. Afraid of being wrong in public. There is an ancient safety in the crowd. To make something new is to step out of the crowd, into the one place you can be judged. And so, quietly, we trade the risk of the true for the comfort of the familiar. But hear what that comfort costs you. You cannot build a life that is truly yours while living inside someone else's idea of what is possible. And yet, the idea does not leave. You put it down. You fill your days, but it waits for you. It returns and returns, and this is what I most need you to understand. The idea that will not leave you is not a burden. It is a calling. Your mind does not haunt you with random things. It returns to what your spirit already knows is yours to do. It is not asking you to dwell on it. It is asking you to move. So what do you do with it? You make it. Not when you feel ready. You will never feel ready. You make it in the overlooked corner, in the quiet hour, in the project everyone else has already given up on. You do not need permission. You do not need applause. You need only to begin. And you make it your way, especially when your way is wrong to everyone with a title. Because this is a law as certain as gravity. You will only ever do work worth remembering when it is the work you actually wanted to do. Let me tell you how that story ends. The one told their idea was the worst in the room, who believed them and gave up and then couldn't sleep and built it anyway. One morning, the same people who killed it came running back. That thing we hated? Do more of it. The worst idea in the room became the name they are remembered by. That is what happens when you refuse to be talked out of the thing that would not leave. And here is the reward. It is quieter than applause and far more lasting. One day you will stand in front of the thing you made and get to say the rarest sentence a human can say. I made that, and it's good. There is no feeling on this earth that beats it. To stand before your own creation and know it is true, and that it came through you, and that without you, it would never have existed. Now, I will not lie to you. Not every idea that visits you is genius. Most, honestly, deserve to be released with love. But you always know the difference. There is one that won't leave. That one, guard it with your life. Every beautiful thing that has ever existed is one stubborn person who refused to be talked out of it. Every song, every cure, every kindness, each one a light that was almost never lit. You are meant to add your light to that sky. There is a thing only you can make, and if you don't make it, it will simply never exist. So let me leave you with this. The idea they will laugh at. The one that won't leave you alone. It is not a warning. It is the assignment. Go make it. And before you go, I want to talk with you. In the comments below, tell me, what is the idea that won't leave you? Say it out loud, here, where I can see it. I will be reading. Until then, be still, be brave, and make the thing only you can make.